In the realm of spirituality, there exists a profound paradox, one that invites us to embark on an inner journey, where the exploration of our ego becomes an integral part of our spiritual growth and quest for freedom. Contrary to popular belief, this journey does not necessitate engaging in a battle against our ego. Instead, it beckons us to embrace the dance of self-discovery, understanding, and transcendence. By cultivating a compassionate and mystical approach, we can unravel the layers of our ego, allowing it to become a guide rather than a hindrance on our path towards enlightenment. To truly understand the role of the ego, we must recognize it as a fundamental aspect of our human experience. The ego, often associated with our sense of self-identity and individuality, emerges as a product of our upbringing, experiences, and societal conditioning. It serves as a tool for navigating the physical world and interacting with others. Rather than perceiving the ego as an enemy, we can reframe our perspective to view it as a mirror reflecting our desires, fears, and insecurities. In our quest for spiritual growth, compassion becomes an essential compass guiding our way. Instead of condemning or suppressing the ego, we approach it with gentle understanding and empathy. By cultivating self-compassion, we create a space that allows for self-acceptance, acknowledging that the ego's desires and fears arise from our inherent human nature. In this compassionate embrace, we can begin to unravel the tangled threads of the ego's influence on our thoughts, emotions, and actions. The ego's voice often masks itself as our true self, leading us astray from the path of spiritual growth. However, through heightened self-awareness and mindfulness, we can discern the ego's subtle whispers from the voice of our higher self or divine consciousness. As we become attuned to this distinction, we uncover the illusions perpetuated by the ego, such as the need for external validation, attachment to material possessions, and the illusion of separation. Rather than seeking to annihilate the ego, we strive for integration and harmonious coexistence. When we embrace the ego as a teacher and guide, we acknowledge its presence without allowing it to dominate our thoughts and actions. By cultivating a sense of unity and balance within ourselves, we transcend the ego's limitations and align ourselves with our higher spiritual nature. As we progress on our spiritual journey, we realize that the ego is not separate from our true self, it is an aspect of the whole. The mystical approach invites us to view the ego and our higher self as interconnected partners in a divine dance. By nurturing this dance, we gain insights into our ego's patterns, triggers, and limitations, which in turn deepens our understanding of the human experience. Paradoxically, true freedom arises not from the eradication of the ego, but from surrendering to the higher wisdom and guidance that transcends it. As we surrender, we release the need to control outcomes, attachments, and identifications with the ego. In this surrender, we open ourselves to the vast expanse of spiritual liberation, where the ego's limitations dissolve, and we become conduits for divine love, compassion, and wisdom. In our spiritual journey, the ego is not an adversary to be vanquished, but a cherished companion, guiding us towards self-realization and liberation. By approaching the ego with compassion, discernment, and surrender, we engage in a mystical dance of self-discovery, understanding, and transcendence. In this dance, we transcend the ego's limitations and embrace the unity of our true self, stepping into the boundless freedom that awaits us on the path of spiritual growth.